Your spirit sticks because we're celebrating 20 years of Bring It On.
Sexy, I'm cute, I'm popular to boot.
Back in 2000, we met the cheerleading team, the Toros.
I said, burn! It's cold in here. I said there must be some toros in the atmosphere.
And their new captain, Torrance.
Brittany, this is not a democracy, it's a cheerocracy. I'm sorry, but I'm overruling you.
You are being a cheer-tater, Torrance, and a pain in my ass.
The film brought cheerleading into the mainstream and introduced colourful characters.
I transferred from Los Angeles. Your school has no gymnastics team. This is a last resort.
I delivered an idiot-proof routine. Platter, nationals, hello.
And memorable moments like these.
These are not spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers.
And when you go to nationals, bring it.
I'll bring it. Don't worry.
I never do.
That's right. We are delighted to say that Lindsay Sloan, a.k.a. Big Red, joins us now. Lindsay, good to see you.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, it's
Hello, everybody.
Hey, happy 20th anniversary of Bring It On. It's still so beloved by fans, and now there are new generations discovering the Toros. I mean, did you think this film would resonate decades later?
No, we did not at all. When we were filming it, we thought it was going to go straight to video. So I think that's part of why we had such a good time when we were shooting it, because we didn't feel the pressure of, will it be loved? We filmed it in a different time. 20 years ago, there was no social media. We didn't even have iPhones. So we were just kind of in this little hole in San Diego, just having this experience that felt like it was all ours. And when the movie was released into the world, it was an incredible surprise that it was embraced the way that it was.
Huge hit. You played the fearsome cheer captain, Big Red, which must have been so much fun to play. What did you first think of that role when you first saw the script?
I remember I actually didn't audition for Big Red. We all were kind of auditioning for other characters, and I remember when I got the call that I was in the movie, I was so excited, and it was such a weird thing to then ask, well, who am I playing? Because there were so many great female roles in the movie. And so when they said I was Big Red, I actually had to go back and reread the script because they weren't scenes that I had ever done before for the director or for any of the producers. And I remember the exact moment and being so excited that I got to play somebody so awful, because that is the beauty of what we get to do, is you get to play a character so outside of who you are. And for some reason, for the last 20 years, I've built a career playing, insane, kind of incredibly masochistic people. And
Complex.
This was just kind of the character that launched it.
How fabulous. I mean, the opening scene, of course, is just so iconic. You kick off the cheer routine. Let's just show everybody one more time.
I'm sexy, I'm cute, I'm popular to boot. I'm bitchin', great hair, the boys all love to stare. I'm wanted, I'm hot, I'm everything you're not. I'm pretty, I'm cool, I dominate the school. Who am I? Just guess. Guys wanna touch my chest. I'm rockin', I smile, and many think I'm vile.
I gotta say, after seeing that, and now we've just had that documentary Cheer that was on Netflix, it's become such a cultural phenomenon, cheerleading, and such a physical thing to do. Did it take a lot to learn all the choreography and the words?
Yes, I mean, I was not a cheerleader before this movie, and they did send us away to cheer camp for 4 weeks.
Cheer camp,
wow.
Cheer camp, and it's exactly like the Navarro cheerleaders. I mean, our actors were mixed in with professional cheerleaders, learning stunts, learning drills, running it constantly. And I only was really in this big cheer, but I still remember walking in thinking, oh, I'm about to get fired from this job, because I walked in and they had already choreographed a few of the cheers, and I couldn't believe how good all of the actors were when I got there. And so I was watching them just thinking, I'm supposed to be the captain. There's a lot of pressure on me to perform right now. And it was a lot of practice, and somehow I managed to pull it off. But it's crazy how iconic this cheer has become, and how 20 years later, people are still reciting it and dressing up like these characters for Halloween. And
Yeah.
I just showed the movie to my daughter for the first time, which is just nuts. Like, to have that happen in my life, to come full circle in that way. And I just think the messaging of this film is so incredibly powerful. I think it was a little bit ahead of its time, the way that it talked about cultural appropriation and the way that they handled it. And I'm really, really proud to be a part of it.
You've had so many fun roles along the way, Sabrina the Teenage Witch as well, and now you're starring in a new film alongside Shailene Woodley. It's called Endings, Beginnings. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, it's a beautiful movie. It was directed by Drake Doremus, who did a movie like Crazy, which broke my heart open into a billion pieces. And it's a movie that's kind of about the moment in life where you're straddling your 20s and maybe youthful mistakes that you may have been able to get away with when you were a little bit younger, and then leading into adulthood and having to make really serious decisions. And I play Shailene Woodley's sister, and she has a terrible breakup and comes back to live with me. And it was tons of fun. It was all improv. We had a beautiful story, like where we knew that where the journey was headed, but every scene was just made up on the fly, and it was kind of the most alive I'd ever, other than the cheerleading movie, the most alive I've ever felt on a set.
Well, we can't wait to see it. We hope you stay safe over there. I know you're very hot and you've got a pool to jump into.
It's so hot.
I know.
It's so hot, but I'm going to stay, knock on wood, safe and healthy.
Oh, well, Lindsay, you take care, and thank you for being on the show. We really do appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care. See, I still got my spirit fingers
I know,
all
we
these
just-
years
bye.
on. Bye.